I remember early on there was this term slowcore that we when in Duluth here we played like our first show at this space, very first show at the space in town, and there was a friend of mine that worked at a record store, and he had seen us, and he's just he's this dude who'd been around and gone to school in England, and he came back with all this stuff. And I remember him going like, "Oh man, I got it." He says, "I got," he's like, "I got the name. I got the genre for it." Just he'd already like prepped me. I was like, "Oh man, what are we gonna call this stuff, man? What are you doing? What are we gonna call it?" He's like, "I got it, slowcore." And I'm like, "Oh Jesus." So anyway, literally like a week later, I think I did one of the first for few interviews. They're pretty sparse.
Yeah.
And one of the first interviews I did, I think I jokingly spilled. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's a friend of mine called it slowcore," and I think of course the journalist ran with it, and you know how it is. Once the one person writes the article, then there's gonna be everybody else has one. All right, I'm gonna do is a little bit of research on this band that I have to interview, and then they're like, "Well, there's only 3 articles that are about them." So sure enough, that early thing got perpetuated and kind of spread and kind of went into people actually took it seriously as a genre and would name other bands that would be in slowcore and whatever. And I remember, of course, the whole time we're kind of rolling our eyes and like, "Oh, seriously."
Yeah.
And, and I think maybe at one point I was like, "Oh man, wish that term would go away," kind of jokingly, like, "Jeez, man, people, come on, get past that," and whoever that, of course, then that article must have got referenced. So I've been answering to like, "I heard that you don't like that term slowcore." I was like, well, it's hard to hate it when it's my fault that it's out there,